So something that we've really loved about our time in Koh Tao is finding all of the hidden gems that are still open. And so we've been trying new places over the last 3 days so that we can show you the best things that you can do in 24 hours in Koh Tao. And our morning is starting off at the Factory Cafe, where it's like vegetarian, they have a vegan menu, they have really, really good coffee. Honestly, the best coffee I have found here. So I'm gonna start looking at this menu and we'll see what we find.
I may regret my decision of trying something different. Net's mocha came out looking so good.
Kapun crab.
I'm eating out of a coconut. Is this a coconut? Look how cool this is. I'm jazzed. And we have made it to Sairee Beach. It used to be like the super duper poppin' beach. Now it's the super duper empty beach. But sunset actually is right behind us, usually, and it is absolutely stunning. I am gonna get in this water. It's a little bit more turbulent than it was yesterday, but me and the pizza don't care. Right, pizza? In the water we go.
So if you didn't know what pizza stands for, Annette and I actually are having a surprise, baby! Here in Thailand, we're gonna have ourselves a quarantine in like 14 years. But we call the pizza, well, the baby the pizza, because pizza is a lot less stressful to think about. Just saying. I figured I'd fill you in.
Also, maybe it's because I'm still living in denial because of the shock of the baby, but like, it doesn't quite look like, wow, you're pregnant. It looks like, wow, you had a lot of cheeseburgers last weekend. And so, we just call it pizza. Back in the water I go. So from this beach, there's tons of things that you can do. A lot of the things we would show you, but it's not exactly pregnancy friendly or shattered wrist friendly. And the water's a little turbulent, but typically you can kayak from this beach and paddleboard. We actually saw a ton of people paddleboarding at sunset yesterday. And one of the islands that a lot of people go to and do like a little day trip is to Nan Yuan Island, which is right behind us. You can actually see it off in the distance over there. But that one's like the famous viewpoint that everybody talks about in Koh Tao that has like this beautiful strip of beach. It's a little bit expensive if you decided to take a taxi boat. Some estimates that people were telling us online were between 400 and 500, and they did raise the tourist prices to 200 baht per person, which is $6, which isn't that bad if that's something that you really wanted to see. But for Daniel and I, since we've seen so many strips of sand that are just as beautiful, I'm just happy having this paradise beach to myself, honestly. And this beautiful palm tree, like, look at it, it's gorgeous.
For a second I was like, what palm tree is she talking about? You mean the one right behind me?
So one of my favorite parts about Sairee Beach has actually nothing to do with the water, but actually has to do with a lot of the cafes that are still open. And one of them has the best cinnamon roll we have ever had in Thailand. And when you've been stuck in pandemic land away from home foods for months and months and months, I can't tell you how special this cinnamon roll was to my soul. So, we made it to Zest, which has the best cinnamon rolls in Sairee Beach. Honestly, the best cinnamon rolls I've had ever, maybe, other than my mother-in-law's. Those are the best. But they are only 35 baht, which is like $1. You can't even get a Cinnabon for that price, so I'm about to get to.
สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ เอาอะไรคะ ซินนามอนโรล
ใช่ส้ม
ซองนะคะ โอเคค่ะ
อันนี้ร้อนนะคะค่ะ Warm amazingness. So you can actually get these either warmed up by them or not warmed up. Daniel actually likes this cold. I like mine hot. And it's just crunchy and $1. And look at how big it is. My mouth is literally watering. Me and the baby approve.
Alright, so where are we going next?
Didn't realize that the next thing we will be doing is walking down the road right outside the cafe. Because this is actually where all of the restaurants that are open here are going to be open at nighttime. And a lot of them actually open midday around, what, 4 p.m.?
Yeah, some of them open at 10 a.m. for breakfast. For example, one of the best places, if you're looking for honestly the best Mexican food I've had in Thailand, Cantina de Koh Tao. It's actually well ranked on TripAdvisor too, and for good reason. Right now they're running a promo where it was buy one, get one. Y'all, Daniel and I could have shared one meal.
Absolutely, we got stuffed, and the most authentic Mexican food I have had in
anywhere,
abroad,
outside of Mexico.
That's exactly it. So this is a road right outside the Zest, right outside of Zest Cafe. And like I said, this is gonna be the main strip that has a lot of things open. And just around the corner at night, they'll have some bars, but I think that's really more of a weekend thing.
Right, and this goes back to probably our previous recommendation of make sure that you get on to the Koh Tao Facebook groups, because since there is less organized pub crawls, like before I think on the strip even, there's a pub crawl where everybody would meet up, but since there aren't enough people on the island right now, they have to get a little bit more organized before taking people out. So there's still things to do in the nighttime. You just have to be a little bit more strategic about it.
Exactly.
Another two of our favorite places to munch here on Koh Tao is Lazy Bar, and right across from it, Nanya's. Both of them have really good food. I really love the Western food here. I mean, we've had things like masaman pie and burgers and a bunch of other things. And we've had pad thai in the other place and it's incredible. We're just gonna munch here because I really want some of their Western food.
Something that I really do commend Lazy Bar on doing is making everything from scratch. The other day we actually had a masaman curry like pie. It was Thai, I think English or Australian fusion, wherever the meat pies come from. But they made everything. I'm talking about dough, the filling, the curry powders, the sauces, all of it is from scratch and it is made with love. Anyways, now it is time for us to go hit some cafes and see what's open. And we have finally made it to the beach we were actually trying to go to yesterday, where we got some really cool drone footage of this spot, but it was so hot and we were kind of already having the day end, and so we just decided not to walk all the way down. But now that we have come down to the beach, it is absolutely gorgeous. I had no idea that there was a restaurant that you could eat just overlooking the water, and it's so calm and peaceful, and it's crystal clear and extremely clean, which I've absolutely loved. To get to Saitang Beach, you actually have to walk through Saitang Resort, which hence the name. But the resort actually has a no entrance fee, which is absolutely amazing. Something we like doing whenever a place just allows you free access. We always try into getting a beer or a smoothie, something to help contribute to that restaurant that is on the water, especially now during COVID times. But you have the beach practically to yourself and it is gorgeous. There's like soft sand all the way around with a little bit of coral, so I'd recommend wearing flip-flops. But perfect place to kick back, chill, and relax. I am curious actually as to how much a room would cost here. If I find the price online, I'll put it down below, because rooms that they have look like they just overlook the water. Annette's in her own little hammock, having a nice little me time, and it looks like you can rent kayaks. So if you're looking for those day adventures and some activities to do, this is a really nice, peaceful, watered place to do it. All right, sorry to have randomly popped back up in our hotel room, but we realized after hanging out on the beach, we were real wet from the day, real salty, and we wanted to take a shower before going out. So Annette's gotten dressed. Ooh, that's a hair.
Hi.
Annette's gotten dressed. I haven't quite gotten there yet. And we are going to make our way for sunset on the beach. Sunset on the beach and grabbing dinner. So that should be pretty fun. Anyways, check out the room we got for 600 baht. It was great, and the people that work here are so nice, but there's a lot of accommodations that are extremely affordable, especially here. They call them actually COVID rates, because everyone's just slashing the prices trying to see who they can get. Anyways, sorry for the mess. See ya.
Let's be real, we're not sorry for the mess. I wish I could say that our room looks anything different, but when you live out of your backpack, it just doesn't. Okay, now for real. Hello.
Look at this gorgeous woman.
What? No, just kidding. Daniel made me watch a music video by one of my favorite artists, which, believe it or not, is Cardi B. And I think the song is called WAP. And if you are above the age of 18 and looking for an experience, you should go and see what Daniel just made me watch.
To be fair, watch at your own discretion, and I hadn't seen the music video beforehand and definitely left the music video being like, what did I just see?
I loved it. You go, Cardi. You go.
Oh, hello.
You are precious. Oh, hi, I'm gonna take it now. Kapum ka.
Bye.
That dog was so cute. The pups here are so sweet, but I am so allergic. And my arm, like you could already see some of the hives. I had to go scrub it in the sand, sorry, excuse me. Oh, so itchy. All right. And he was trying to egg the dogs on. Nope. That dog could not care less.
He doesn't care at all.
Not at all. So as you see, we're ending our day back on Sairee Beach. And the reason being is the sun actually sets right on the other side of this. It sets right at 6 o'clock. So I would get here at like 5:30 to start enjoying the spectacle. But literally the water's just like this. And yesterday we saw a whole bunch of people coming out on paddleboards and kayaks and just like sailing into the sunset. They're definitely a lot more courageous than I am. We like to just spectate from the sand. Sometimes we'll bring I'll bring a juice and Danny will bring a beer. But it really is just like a nice and peaceful area. You can see the island that I showed you earlier, the Nanyuan. It's just pretty. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us in this 24-hour shenanigans in Koh Tao. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you're able to come out and support this amazing island once it starts to open up after the pandemic. On that note, make sure that you click the subscribe button to see the rest of our adventures around the world and the rest of our road trip through Thailand. Make sure that you give this video a like and we will see you on the next adventure.